Thanks very much. If I'm shaking, do apologise. Not because I'm nervous, but I just finished Googling what BDSM is. But that is the closest I've come to crying. That wasn't fun. I've learned so much already. Let's go. Right, I'm BDSM is, and I am from Cardiff, originally from Pembrokeshire and born in Abergavenny. I know what you're thinking. Yes. Such a posh accent for living in Wales, I don't know. It's my mum's fault. So a couple of weeks ago, I climbed the Skirrid. Yeah, Abergavenny people aren't there. So this is where I grew up. Stunning, stunning place, surrounded by stunning, stunning locations. And I got to say, Wales has been a wonderful place to grow up. So my missions today is to get better at speaking to people, because in a few weeks I'm going to be unemployed, a graduate, so I want to get my skills up a bit more. S3 if you've got any jobs going. And generally want to decrease the amount of suicides in the world, because it's getting a bit mad. So this is me drumming. This is where I first realised what mental health was, when I started teaching kids, and they came to me every day with their life problems, and I thought, I'm just supposed to be teaching you drums. When did this happen? And when I first realised it personally was when I hit my all-time high. I started working for Google whilst at university, which was pretty good fun, and eventually I experienced anxiety, realising, oh shit, I think this is the best it's going to get. Anxiety is a hard thing to sum up. It's a bit like looking at the top of the mountain and go, I really want that, or do I really want that, and how do I get up there, and do I want to go up there, and oh my God, and everything just sort of closes in, and I started experiencing panic attacks, which wasn't a lot of fun. Suicide is now the biggest killer of men under 35. There is no denying it. It's a bit droll, but it is happening, and it's a big issue, and it's something we need to talk about more, so hopefully I can offer some solutions. We also have 1 in 4 students who experience mental health issues whilst they're at university. 1 in 4. Yet we are still not educated on it at school. It doesn't happen. We don't have any classes on it. And 20% of children suffer mental health before they go to university. But frankly, it's not something that can be summed up with figures or numbers or graphs or BDSM. It's not something that can be solved easily. It's something that, in order to change things, we need to change attitudes. We need to change people's perception of mental health. And it's just not something that can be summed up. It's something we all need to believe in and encourage each other to do. And it affects men and women and children, as we've seen. Should have put a slide there. Masculine. I mean, a lot of words I grew up with and phrases was man up. Be a man, stop being a little girl, stop crying like a baby, and all these things get turned up in your mind, and you start to think, what is it to be masculine? And it was when I realised, and I said to people, I think I've got mental health issues, and they said, how could you? You live in stunning Pembrokeshire, and you have a great career, and you have lots of friends, like how could that happen? And I thought, if I can have a life like that and still experience anxiety and depression, then there are going to be people out there in some serious trouble. So I'm glad to say I'm now towards the end of it, and life is on the up, and I'm looking forward to the future, especially if S3 give me a job. Where are they? And this is my first solution, crying. Actually, crying is something we do. It's something everyone should be comfortable doing, and it's actually science, believe it or not, to cry. Science tells us to cry. And growing up, I heard a lot of, don't be a girl, stop crying, and it got a little bit ridiculous. Essentially, we're crying all the time. Our eyes have to constantly keep lubricated to spin around and do all the things that they do, and we do that by basically crying all the time. But it's also a painkiller. So when we cry, it softens our pain. Science tells you to cry. Oh, God, the F word. Oh, God. Forgot I removed that. Feminism to me is the ability to express emotions and be comfortable with who you are, and I think we need to all be a little bit more conscious of that. It's not women with spears. I promise you. Be alone. When did we stop being alone? We've got notifications, we've got messages, we've got emails, we've got everything. And just now, I challenge you to try and be on your own. It is really nice to actually just be alone with your thoughts. And last but not least, talk. I'm proud to say for the last 6 months I've been seeing a counsellor. She's called Amanda. She's awesome. If you go to a counsellor, you're not a freak. You're not nuts. You're not in trouble. You just need someone to talk to who can give you a little bit of impartial advice. And it's no problem. It's okay. This is Justin. He's cool. He's been in a lot of okay comedies and things. He's a great guy. Check out, he's got a thing called Man Enough. He's a few series, and it's really, really good. So if you do anything, go check that out. And the last thing I really wanted to say is it's okay. Science tells you to do it. We're all in the same boat, and mental health problems can happen to anyone. So please, cry with me, lads. Thank you.